What's going on YouTube? Nathan back here with another video presentation. In this here video, I'm going to talk about Luka Doncic and the Montrezl Harrell situation that occurred in Game 3. Before I get into the video, Part 4 of with Meg the Stallion Tory Lane situation that I'm hoping will be uploaded by the time this video has been recorded. The Earl Thomas video, that might be put on private. I'm still thinking about it. Probably won't premiere. We'll probably most likely upload it. This video, I'm hoping to have it uploaded either by Tuesday, Wednesday at the latest. Okay. The MLB The Show 7th inning program update to let you know where I'm at with that program. That's already been uploaded. The Jonathan Isaac video that premiered on Sunday. Strongly suggest you take a look at that. Okay, but we're going to get into the video. So as you see this title, I'm talking about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks and Montrezl Harrell for the Los Angeles Clippers. Montrezl Harrell sparked a conversation that really, for the most part, it was good conversation, and this is something that we can learn and grow from. In Game 3 against the Dallas Mavericks, Montrezl Harrell had called Luka Doncic bitch ass white boy. That, again, like I said, sparked conversation. Now, let me say this. This is where I stand with it. He was wrong for making that comment. Let me tell you why. You cannot have a double standard. If roles were reversed, let's be honest. If roles were reversed, if Luka Doncic had said something along those lines, guys like LeBron, Westbrook, others would be furious. That bubble in Orlando would have been exploded. Would have caught fire. You cannot have double standard. He was wrong for making the comment. He apologized about it. I respect that, because that's what we should do. We should learn and grow from these mistakes. Something like that. But what was really, hold on, let me say this. One would make an argument, and please understand where I'm coming from on this. One would make an argument. If you have played sports like basketball, football, and other sports, we know good and well there's trash talking all game long. We know this. Have things said in the heat of the moment? Absolutely. Did he intentionally say this? No, I believe it was in the heat of the moment. Because listen, and this is what most guys need. Most guys need a Montrezl Harrell. Montrezl Harrell is considered a rough rider who plays with emotion, wears it on his sleeve. You need a guy like that. But in this instance, that was wrong of him to say that. Plain and simple. Because here's the thing. You really had people on social media trying to make this like this was racism. No. Racism is a power that you have over someone or over a group of people. It's the policies since this country was founded, for example. Systematic and instituted racism that holds African Americans and other minority groups from flourishing. That's racism. The comment he made is not racist. It has nothing to do with racism. Now, when you look at the comment, you do have to question the context behind it. You do. You have to question it. For example, with trash talking, Gary Payton is a prime example of it. Gary Payton is probably one of the best trash talkers in the game. There are things that most people can't say what that man said on the court. But that's a part that's Gary Payton. There are other guys like Kevin Garnett who wear, again, like I said, emotions on their sleeves. The statement he made, we have to sometimes stop and think and understand that everything. See, here's the thing. Montrez has to be careful with making comments like that because we live in a society where every little thing you say or do, particularly stuff like this, is going to be known on social media. Anything you say, look, for example, people have stepped down from are either fired or asked to resign from positions because of certain things they have said or certain things they have done. Now, I'm going to say this. Should he have been suspended? No. Will he be released from the Clippers? No. Should he have been fined? Yes. Because again, this is a situation that where we all can learn and grow from. Now, I'm gonna take this a little bit further because, see, I have a bigger problem. I do. I have a bigger problem. You know what that problem is? It's the Clippers. You know, Kristaps Porzingis didn't play in games 4 and game 3. It's out for 2 games. This series should nowhere be tied. It should not be 2-2. Let's just keep it real. It shouldn't be tied. See, if anything, that statement motivated him to win the game. Let's see that comment. I'm more upset. I don't want to say offended or pissed. I'm more angry at the Clippers because they're doing this on social media. Playoff P, Patrick Beverly. Playoff P, huh? More like missing in person. Really, ever since you played the Clippers, not the Clippers, the Portland Trailblazers, where you were clowning, particularly Patrick Beverly, I believe it was Marcus Morris, clowning Damian Lillard for missing 2 free throws. Ever since then, this is all you guys have been doing. But you can't do this, but you can't back it up on the court. And look what it cost you last night. Do me a favor. Stay off the social medias and figure out how to win the next 2 games. Do that. Now, I'm also going to make this comment. I think this needs to be said. We have athletes, this cannot be denied, that are sensitive. What I mean by that is there are guys who don't like to take criticism well. They don't. Some of them don't like taking a face value. For example, Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid doesn't like criticism. You can tell. When you have guys like Shaquille O'Neal, Charles Barkley, they're criticizing because they expect more of him. A lot of people this season, for example, picked the 76ers to be in the Eastern Conference Championship, to go to the finals, to be in the Eastern Conference Finals against the Bucks. But they got swept by the Boston Celtics. Now, one would argue Joel Embiid was not in shape this season. Now, guys are going to be critiquing and they're going to be criticizing the way Joel Embiid is. And Joel Embiid has to learn how to take that criticism and apply that on the court. Because also too, let's keep it real. When guys, particularly the way social media is, some people feed off of that and turn around and use it in a way where they can get them in trouble. Am I wrong for saying that? Again, I'm gonna close out by saying this. I applaud the fact that the two of them, particularly Montrez, he walked up to Luka. Luka accepted the apology and moved on and moved forward. This is what we should learn from this. This is how we should handle most situations. This is how we should do it. Again, this is a learning opportunity for Montrez, not just for him, but for all of us. We all have to sometimes stop and think, well, maybe that's just not, that I shouldn't say that. But for people to really sit on social media and try to really make this argument, to saying that, oh, there was racist intent behind that. I'm sorry, I have to disagree with you on that. I'm going to leave the Inside the NBA's link because they had a must see conversation with a situation like this. But like Montrez and like Luca, let's move on, let's move forward, and let's learn and grow from the situation. We should strive to be better. We should learn from situations like this. With that being said, I'm out. Peace. Stay up.